going to start with a session on classroom communication. The basic things are same though, but then Professor S.K. Gupta ji, who has already given you one lecture on reading skills on the first day, he is going to engage this session on classroom communication. Basic things remaining same. We will try to see how we can implement those things, the basic model, the barriers and everything in the situation of classroom communication. And then followed by his lecture, we are going to have a session on resume writing by Konika Mehta. You have already known her. And then in the afternoon, we have a session on group discussion. I will request the nodal centers that the sessions on resume writing and GD, your students may also attend this session. In the GD, we will try to actually conduct ACE GD after giving you basic inputs on the tips on GD, what the GD is all about and how you can win a GD or crack a GD, I would say. Then we will be also conducting one GD and we'll try to analyze it also. This is the program for the day. Now I'll request my colleague, Professor S.K. Gupta ji, to kindly start his discussions on classroom communication.
Thank you, Professor P.K. Singla ji. Good morning to everybody in the studio at Meter Chandigarh and my dear participants at various nodal centers. Now we will be having discussions on classroom communication. As Professor Singla ji told that most of the basic things have been covered by the various speakers in previous sessions, and now that is mainly application of those basic things in classroom situations. So friends, now this will be a more interactive session because we all are teachers and we are all teaching in the class and we know most of the things, but I will be discussing something more which you may be doing, but it required more emphasis. So I start with one small quotation that challenge of being a teacher is: tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. So friends, in classroom situation, whatever we are telling, most of things are forgotten by after the exam. If we teach, we give some inputs that there is a learning taking place in the students, that we involve the students in the actual situations, giving them different learning experiences during the classroom communication, classroom situation, then a learning will be taking place. Because we are here to teach the students that learning take place. Because in teaching learning process, whatever we are teaching, just we deliver the lecture in the class and whether we don't know whether they have absorbed the things or not, whether they have learned or not. So we are to involve the students during our classroom communication. Means it should be a interactive classroom sessions. So first, we all know what is communication. So you all know that communication is the art of transmitting information, ideas and feelings from one person to another. Communication is the process of meaningful interaction. I am emphasizing on meaningful interaction among human beings. when we communicate, we send some message to the receiver, and receiver gives the feedback regarding that communication message. Then it is a meaningful interaction. So it involves a sender passing on an idea to a receiver. Effective communication occurs when the receiver comprehends the information that the sender attempts to convey to the intended. When the sender sends the message to the receiver. So whether the receiver has comprehended the message or not, that is to be seen. As you have already gone through that, what are the basics of communication, I will request you kindly just let us discuss what are the various elements in a communication process. Can you connect me, madam, some center? Maybe Jaipur. Good morning, friends. Jaipur Center, Government Mahila Polytechnic, Jaipur. May I know what are the various elements of process?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Very good morning. Yes.
Pardon, sir.
Yes, I want to know what are the various elements of a communication process.
First of all, a transmitter or a receiver.
Transmitter
And a receiver.
Receiver. Okay.
And a way which connects this transmitter and receiver. Media.
Receiver. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Then we may go to Kodia Institute of Business Management.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, very good morning, sir. Hello, how are you, sir?
Fine, sir.
And various types of communication is sent by sender message by media. Then the receiver get the feedback, give the feedback. That is the communication.
Right. Very good. Very good. Thank you, sir. So,
Thank you.
communication process is, there is one sender, then there is a medium channel, and then there is a receiver, and then feedback. So what sender does? Who is sender? Yes, anybody from studio?
So actually, sender is the person who initiates the communication process by executing his ideas or delivering his ideas using some concrete form, that is in the form of words.
In the form of words. So sender has to choose certain words, image, or ideas to send the message. That is encoding. Means he encodes the message in the form of symbols, then your image or ideas. Then what receiver does? He decodes the message. Means receiver draws some meaning out of that. Whatever symbols, idea, or image message has been sent, that receiver decodes that message, some meaning out of that. And then there are different channels of communication. It is method used to deliver the message. There may be some barriers also. Barriers means there can be some noise. It may be physical, it may be physiological, may be psychological. So there may be different barriers to this message. Accordingly, our message is conveyed to the receiver. So just I am reviewing that what we have done in the previous session. You all know what is this communication process. Now, for effective communication, it is a two-way. In classroom situations, as we in majority of institutions, classroom communication is one way. Do you agree with this or not? Because teacher is speaking and students are passive. They are just hearing, they are not listening even. They are just hearing. So for effective communication, it should be a two-way communication. Means students should also be active. Nowadays, trend has changed that students should be speaking and teachers should work as facilitators. As per new technology, they say that students should be given the lesson, that you just go through this lesson on your internet, because there are various channels which are transmitting, various your websites who are giving complete lectures on your lectures. They can go through those lectures and then discuss in the class. That is the latest technology is going on. It involves active listening. It should involve active listening. Means students should not just hear and they are not absorbing anything. When they are listening, means they will be also giving some feedback. Then it reflects the accountability of the speaker and the listener, because teacher is accountable. Similarly, students should be also accountable what is being discussed in the classroom situation. It utilized feedback. When students are asking some questions, it means they are active. They are listening you seriously. They are making some meaning out of that what you are saying in the class. It is free of stress. Classroom situation where there should not be any stress, neither on the teacher nor on the students. Then it should be very clear. Whatever teacher is saying, that should be very clear, compact. 7 C's. 7 C's of, you all know 7 C's of communication. It should be clear. So friends, these are the various characteristics for an effective communication. Now, before communicating, ask yourself that what is the main purpose or aim? Whatever you are going to teach, why you are teaching that subject? As nowadays, our teaching should be learning outcome based. You know all what is outcome based learning mean. After going through this subject, after studying this subject, what students will be able to do? Like if I am teaching a subject on building construction, then whether the students will be able to lay out the building plan. So it should be concrete that what is the aim of your teaching that subject? Who will receive it. Your students, what is their level? Whether they have enough prerequisite knowledge for receiving that subject, for whatever you will be teaching. Then what is the likely attitude of the listener? When you are teaching in the classroom, you are to motivate the students, because majority of students nowadays, they do not have positive attitude to learning. You are to make their attitude towards learning. How much does he need to know? Because a subject which is being taught at even certificate level, may be taught at diploma level, maybe at degree level, or even maybe at the PG level. What should be the level of the students? You are to teach that much, that what is required in that particular program, whether it is diploma program, whether it is degree program, whether it is ITI or certificate program. Accordingly, you have to teach. Is my timing right? When I am teaching a subject on irrigation engineering, whether he has been taught the basic subject, prerequisite subject for learning that subject. Sometimes what happens that they do not know the basics, and we start teaching the advanced subject or advanced concepts. So we should know that whether he has already gone through those base concepts or not. Then what are the major points? Or so I will come to now what are the various stages in classroom communication. What are the various stages in classroom communication? First stage in the classroom communication is formulation of message, because you are the sender. You have to formulate your message. You have to encode the message. I would like to know from you, from where you formulate this message. May we go, madam, to the KCT group? KCT group, Sungroor. Good morning, sir. KCT group, Mr. Suresh Kaswan ji. Mr. Suresh Kaswan ji is listening me. Are you listening me, sir? Yes. I would like to know how you formulate message. The classroom communication. Yes. I think they are not connected. Yes. Hello. Yeah.
Internet problem.
Internet problem. Can we go to City Polytechnic? City Polytechnic, Jalandhar. Yeah. How you formulate your message, teacher, and teacher is formulating message. What are the sources? No. Then Chaudhary Devilal, State Institute of Engineering and Technology. Sir, may I know how you formulate your message in classroom?
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
This is Puneet Chawla from Chaudhary Devilal State Institute of Engineering and Technology, Pannivala Mota. There are various resources are there to formulate this message. Either textbooks are there, references books are there, internet is there, objective books are there, objective competitive exams are there, PPTs are there.
Yes, sir. Before
journals,
before going to the subject, from where you take the reference? In
textbooks.
Textbook. Textbook is the instruction material. But from where you take the cue that you are to teach this subject, this material?
Course curriculum, syllabus.
So, sir, rightly one friend has said that we formulate the message from our curriculum, from our syllabus, that what we are to teach in the class, or maybe in the drawing, maybe in the workshop. From then we
can plan the same, how much material, how much content is to be explained in the class, how from where I have to start my lecture, from where I have to deliver my messages to the students. Then accordingly I can plan from the you can say design of this curriculum, which is being available with me in the form of syllabus designed by the university or designed by the institute itself.
Right, sir.
Thank you.
You encode the message, structure the information, structure the instruction material, you plan the lesson, and then you transmit the message to the students. Means students decode it. They draw some meaning out of it, and then they give some feedback. Now, friends, if students ask some question, they frame some question, then there is reversal of the role. Then when student is asking the question in the class, he is framing the some question based on your message, based on your input. Then students become the sender. He encodes the message, and then you become the receiver. You decode the message, and so it is a interactive classroom communication. First, you have formed the message based on your curriculum, structured it, planned it. Students, it went to the students. Then students frame the question based on your input. Then you are the receiver. So it is a interactive classroom communication. So these are the various stages in the classroom. Then what are the various barriers affecting classroom communication? What are the various hindrances affecting classroom communication? Means there may be some barriers related to the teacher. Do you agree with this or not? There may be some barriers related to the receiver, students, some barriers related to the message, whatever you are delivering, and then environment. What is the context? May I know what are the barriers affecting classroom communication related to the teacher, sender related? Anybody from studio? ब्राट साहब, आप कुछ टीचर के रिलेटेड क्या क्या आपको बैरियर्स लगते हैं फॉर इफेक्टिव क्लासरूम कम्युनिकेशन?
Lack of knowledge.
बिल्कुल,
Maybe,
लैक ऑफ नॉलेज.
it may be also mode of communication,
Mode of communication means your language,
language, and use of gestures, use or non-use of gestures,
gestures. Okay.
and interaction with the students or involve the students.
Whether he is involving the students or not, right? Then may I go to KCT College of Engineering Technology Sangrur? देखना मैडम ठीक हुआ उनका कुछ? Your internet is okay? KCT Engineering College? No.
Yes, sir.
May I know what are the barriers related to sender?
There are some factors for first of all, sir, language.
Language, okay.
And second thing is
Disturbance by the students.
disturbance by the student.
Distractions, okay. Because we all are teachers, so we must be knowing what are happening in the classroom situation when you are teaching. Okay, can we go to Madam Cordia Institute? Good morning, friends at Cordia Institute. May I know what are the various barriers related to sender, teacher? Two-way communication, it is necessary because there should be some discussion on this. You all know what is happening in the classroom communication.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning, ma'am. Please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. I am listening. Please speak.
Sir, certain barriers, it could be like language barrier
Okay.
and gestures, as already said.
Okay.
Noise. Noise.
Noise in the class.
Yes.
What more?
Disturbance in communication line.
Uh,
In phones.
like there from our center to your center, it is disturbance in the center, but in classroom communication, it is contact mode. Yes. Preparation of from the by the teacher. So there are some barriers related to the sender, related to the teacher. First is insufficient knowledge of subject. Most important thing For effective classroom communication, that teacher must have subject knowledge. Whatever subject he or she is teaching, he should have mastery on the subject, because on the basis of your subject knowledge, you are going to deliver to the students. Nowadays, most of the teachers, I will say majority of the teachers, they do not have much experience in the industry. So they are not able to relate their subject knowledge to the application in the industry. Why you are studying this subject? Why? What is the requirement of this particular subject? For this, the teachers must go from time to time some training in the related area, like computer engineering. What is the shelf life of computer engineering? It is 1 year. After 1 year, technology changes. So you will have to update your knowledge as per the latest technology. Otherwise, we will be obsolete teachers. That इंडस्ट्री में क्या हो रहा है और मैं उसको क्लास में क्या पढ़ा रहा हूं. So we must update our knowledge from time to time. Then lack of basic communication skill, may both verbal and non-verbal. When we teach in the class, how we are teaching, maybe oral or maybe through your non-verbal communication. That is very important, because in majority of institutions, our teachers do not have any training of teaching, means pedagogy, how to teach in the technical institutions. So they must undergo some courses on communication skill. Lacking confidence. Remember the day when you joined this profession of teaching and you went in the classroom. What was your situation? How were you feeling? Whose time we could not even speak. We were having fear. We were having anxiety. So confidence of the teacher is also very important in classroom communication. Understanding of learners. Who are the students? What is their background? What is their basic qualification? From where they are coming? They are coming from rural area, urban area, or metropolitan city, because as per their background, they have some previous knowledge or skill in their mind. Then lack of sensitivity to receive knowledge of pedagogy. Majority of teachers do not have much knowledge how to teach. So these are some of the barriers related to sender. You can add more, but these are major barriers related to sender. Then we come to barriers related to the receiver. Can anybody tell what are those barriers related to the receiver? Means students. Students, they have some previous knowledge or skill in their mind. Then lack of sensitivity to receive knowledge of pedagogy. Majority of teachers do not have much knowledge how to teach. So these are some of the barriers related to sender. You can add more, but these are major barriers related to
Hi, sir.
कौन सा? Yes. कैसी? हाँ, class 1 sir.
KCP.
Yes. PPT please. May I know?
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Can you
hello.
hear me, sir?
Yes.
Sir, lack of concentration
Lack of concentration. बिल्कुल ठीक sir.
and they should be. They should have the knowledge about the what we are teaching or what we are discussing.
What we are discussing. Okay sir.
The basic knowledge.
Basic knowledge. बिल्कुल ठीक रहा मैडम.
Communication problem, not able to understand what the teacher is saying.
Communication problems. Okay. Communication problems of the students.
Yeah, by the students.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
That's it, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Now we come. These are the barriers related to the receiver. Prerequisite knowledge, skill, and attitude. Recently, we visited TTC Jodhpur. There we have conducted one program in Rajasthan state. When we talk to the teachers that you should do this, then they told us that we are getting the students who have not passed even their basic course in math. They are fail in math, but still they have been admitted. Then how you can communicate with them? Because they do not know integrate, differential, basic knowledge they do not have about the subject. Because all these things you cannot teach again in the classroom situation. Because there are about 80-70 students, you cannot teach everything from afresh in the classroom. So students must have some prerequisite knowledge. It is a hindrance in the effective classroom communication. Then lack of interest. हमने कुछ स्टूडेंट्स से बात करी, कहते जी हमें तो पता नहीं था, हमें तो इसमें कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. Even in one very good technical institution at Noida, the teachers told us that students do not come to the classes. We have to go to the hostels for getting the students in the classroom. Majority of students in the technical institution nowadays, they do not have much interest in the studies. How to talk to them in the classroom? Motivation. They do not feel motivated to pursue their diploma or degree program. It depends on the teacher how much they are able to motivate the students. अगर टीचर कहे कि इसमें कुछ नहीं रखा, why are you wasting your 4 years or 3 years for this program, then students will be further demotivated. So we are to motivate the students in the classroom context. Aptitude, whether they have aptitude for that learning, for that branch. Then lack of communication skill. Rightly, my friend from KCT Engineering College has told that students do not understand what is being said in the classroom. They are not able to comprehend कि classroom में क्या हो रहा है, क्या चल रहा है. They just come to the classroom, sit for 1 hour and go empty-handed. we are to make sure that some learning take place. How? By interaction, by communicating two-way. Not only that, we are speaking, we have done our job. Now it is up to them whether they have learned something or not. That is not the right approach for effective classroom communication. Distractions. Students have so many distractions. Mobiles, always busy with WhatsApp or some other distractions. Information overload. How information? That whatever you are giving to the students, that is too much, which is not required by the students. Then also students lose interest in the studies in classroom situations. So we are to adopt a balanced approach for classroom communication. Then we come to the next, message related factors. Factors related to the message, what we are delivering. Clarity. Whatever being taught in the class, whether it is clear. We should not use very difficult words for sending the information, because students will not be able to comprehend those words. They will have to refer the dictionary. So use very simple, clear sentences while talking in the classroom, delivering in the classroom. Relevance to objectives. Whether whatever you are teaching in the classroom situation, they have some relevance to the learning outcomes, objective of the subject. Then whether information being given is too much or too less. As already we have discussed that it should be as per their level, because like in as I am civil engineer, I taught a subject on building construction or building material. Same subject is being taught at diploma level, same subject is being taught at degree level, but the depth of the subject is different for diploma level and different for the degree level. So we have to go at the level of the students. What is required by the students at that level, that we have to deliver. Use of symbols. Whether we are using correct symbols for delivering the message. Like in Ohm's law, whether you are giving correct symbols of current, resistance, or whatever subject you are teaching. If you are using some wrong notations or wrong symbols, then message will not be correct. Use of language. In majority of institutions in northern region, there is a mixed language, Hindi and English or Punjabi English. So we have to see whether, because sometimes what happens, some teacher start teaching the students in English, which students cannot comprehend. I know one my friend here in local Chandigarh Engineering College, who is from some other state, he starts teaching in English. Students say that he is our English teacher, not chemistry teacher. He is teaching chemistry, but because he is emphasizing too much on English, they are not able to comprehend the things. So we have to see that it should not be that we have to teach only in English. We have to go at the level of students, because communication will be complete when you are able to communicate to each other. Whatever you are saying, that is understood by the receiver, by the students. Then opportunity to apply learned concepts and principles. Dear friends, whatever we are teaching in our curriculum, there is mainly concepts. We are teaching concepts, principles, procedures, and then its application. Whether whatever you are teaching in the classroom, whether they have an opportunity to apply that in the labs or in the field. Accordingly, your message will be received. If they are able to apply same concept, principle, procedure in the lab, then it will be clear to the receiver. Message will be well received. So these are the major barriers related to the message. Then what is the barriers related to the environment? Anybody from studio? Madam, please.
So maybe the physical discomfort, if either it is too cold, or the mentally the students are absent, and
Okay, preoccupied.
mental preoccupation, yes. Or if they are finding the topic delivered to be uninteresting, they will lose the attention.
That is madam message related. I am asking environment. जो आपका medium वहाँ पे classroom situation, classroom में क्या क्या?
What is the environment?
Classroom
The
sound audible, whether you are audible or not.
Yes. The
Size of the class.
class, yes. And even the sitting arrangement.
Sitting arrangement, very
And
important.
we find that we have a huge strength of students in the class, and in that particular setup, we need the slanting positioning of the seats of the students, so that the teacher and the board or whatever medium for teaching they are using, that is pretty visible to the students. I've seen that अगर सर उनको एक ही उसमें
रो में बैठेंगे तो उनको you cannot see the last person.
They lose the visibility.
Visibility.
So in that case, if they have that slanting positioning of the seats, that visibility, that can be retained, and that will cater to the interest somewhere or attentiveness somewhere.
Yes. Language. Yes. So these are some environment related barriers. Class size, very important, because nowadays in most of the technical institutions, class strength is 90, 120. That also fact, because you are not able to deliver the lecture to the last person. Physical distractions, channel barriers, long communication channel, no provision for feedback or inadequate feedback. Rapport with the students. I would also like to discuss with you regarding the class size. If your class is of 120 students, I think some groups should be made, or maybe for bigger classes there should be some personal contact program weekly some contact should be there, so that you can give personal attention to the students. Then physical distractions. Sometimes we see that when students enter, they just bang the door, or somebody is sitting, tapping their foots, or doing some sound with their pen. So all these are physical distractions. Channel barriers. What is your transmission mode? Whether you are able to transmit your lecture, deliver your lecture till the last student. So there is no provision for feedback. Whether whatever you have delivered, they have absorbed or not, there is no feedback in the most of the institutions. क्लास में क्या होता है, मोस्टली जो आपके फेवरेट स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, स्टार्टिंग में 2-3 स्टूडेंट्स, तो आप उन्हीं को पढ़ा के चले जाते हैं मोस्टली. यू आर नॉट एबल टू हैव आई कॉन्टेक्ट विद होल क्लास, so that you know whether they are learning or not. That is very important. Rapport with the students. Whether you have good relation with the students, that is very important. Sometimes, because I have got opportunity to visit around more than 150 institutions, I see that the majority of students, they do not enjoy good rapport with the students. I was talking to a teacher, and he was very good in communicating with me. He was very nice, polite. Suddenly a student came. He was asking something. Then he shouted on that student, "What is the problem with you? Why you have come here?" Then these type of interaction, then students get distorted. They are afraid of the asking the things from the teacher. They do not ask the questions from the teacher. So we should have good rapport with the students. So these were major hindrances related to sender, means teacher, related to student, receiver, to the message, whatever we are delivering, then your environment. And one more thing is media. Whether you are teaching just verbally or you are using some visuals also, that is very important. I will show you one slide where what is the effect of visual when you are using, and what is the effect of verbal communication, how much they are able to absorb. Before that, I will discuss what are the essentials of communication, effective communication. Use precise, memorable, and powerful words. As we have already discussed, use appropriate words during your delivery related to your subject knowledge. Very simple. Don't use very tough tough words which are not understandable by the students. Support your words with visual aids. Suppose you are teaching some lathe machine, or you want to teach some IC engine. If you show them some model, may you bring some model, working models are available, or bring some chart. You need not to write or draw the diagram on the board. Bring some your charts, models in the classroom, and that will be more effective in the classroom situation. Give examples. Whatever subject you are teaching, correlate it with the field. Give some examples of the field, how this particular topic will be applicable to the field situations. What is the importance of this topic with some examples. Eye contact is very important. As all we know that if we do not have proper eye contact, then we will not be able to whether the receiver has received the message or not. Active listening. Then paraphrase. Keep it short and simple. Avoid interrupting. Appropriate facial expressions. Exhibit informative head notes. Paraphrase. Tell the things to the students in a simple language, in different way. Whatever is written in the class, in the books, it should be different from that, in the simple language. Then only your students will be able to comprehend the things. Otherwise, books are with them. You have to make the things simple. It should be short and simple. Appropriate facial expressions. It is very important when you are teaching. What is your facial expressions? Because as per one survey, about your 45% is understood what your face says, how you are expressing the things. Although we are speaking with our code, but our body shows what we want to convey the things. Exhibit affirmative head notes. If you are understanding the thing, you should note yes. क्योंकि हमारे जो नॉन वर्बल है, अगर आप इट मीन्स पॉजिटिव, अगर ऐसे कर रहे हो तो इट मीन्स वी आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग एनीथिंग. So we should convey the things by moving your head. We have discussed this, and this is what most important. Then we give things verbally. Then after 3 hours, they are able to recall 70% of what, and after 3 days only 10%. When you use visuals, then they are able to recall 72% after 3 hours and 20% after 3 days. And when you are using both verbal and visuals, see what is the retention capacity or recalling. 85%, और 3 दिन के बाद भी उसको 65% याद रहता है. This is the power of visuals. So to the extent possible, we must show the things to the students, because in majority of institutions we see that they have not seen even basic equipments of their branch, like electrons. Students have not seen what is CRO. Basic things they have not seen. So whenever we are teaching in the class, then we should try to use verbal and visual modes, both. I think most of the things in this body language you have already been discussed. That is on non-verbal communication. Then hearing and listening. Is there any difference between hearing and listening? Right. These already has been discussed by Professor P.K. Singla. So I will skip this thing. Then I come to students analysis. Your audience corner. Your audience are students. So students analysis. Whenever you are doing lecture or you are planning lecture, first of all, who will listen? Who will listen to? What is the level of the students? What are their needs? उन्होंने करना क्या है उस नॉलेज से जो आप डिलीवर करने जा रहे हो? What is the preference and how make subject clear? उसको सब्जेक्ट की नॉलेज क्लियर करने के लिए नॉलेज, स्किल एंड एटीट्यूड, how you are going to deliver, that is very important. So analyze your students, classify your students, because you have different types of students, meaning that some may be very good, some may not be so good, and some may be mediocre. So because you are to teach the whole class, you are not to teach only bright students, because your message should go till the last student. He must understand. Then accordingly prepare your lesson plan. Interest level and determine matching characteristics. Try to understand what they want from you. उनकी आपसे अपेक्षा क्या है? What they want from you, that they should be delivered to us and we should be able to do this. ये हमने उसको एनालाइज करना है. So accordingly we are to change our information, change our what we want to deliver. Omit information your students do not need. Don't overload your students. Whatever necessary at that level, depending upon the program, diploma, degree, you deliver only those things. Change the level of the information you currently have. Depending upon the audience, depending upon the students' prerequisite knowledge, you change the information. And then add examples to help students understand. Whatever you are saying in the class, try to communicate the things with the illustrations, with the examples, so that students comprehend the things and they are able to apply. So friends, this is all about this classroom communication. So now I invite any queries or any questions on this classroom communication, because you may be knowing most of the things, but now you will be emphasizing on some particular points which you are missing, or which you may be knowing but you are not emphasizing on those points. So, friends, can we go to one by one? कौन सा?
So Delhi.
Good morning, friends. Do you have any question regarding this classroom communication?
सर नाम बोलो,
No.
कॉलेज का नाम बोलो,
इंदिरा गांधी दिल्ली टेक्निकल यूनिवर्सिटी. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, can you hear me, sir?
Good morning, sir.
Sir, I have one small query. Like all these statistics that they are told, classify the students and do this, do that. What exactly should be the student-teacher ratio for doing all this? Because this is a time-consuming task.
Yes. As per AICTE, it could be 15 to 20 students.
1 is 20.
As per AICTE requirement,
Okay.
it should be as per AICTE norms. It is 50 to 20 students for one teacher.
Then what do we do if we have more than 70, 150 students in the class?
भाई आप अपना
इसको दूर रख दीजिए अपने.
yes, yes sir.
How is it possible to do the same exercise for when we have more than 70 to 150 students in the class? Sir, theoretically तो ये सारी चीजें बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं, but practically how is it possible to follow all these things?
Yes sir, आवाज आपकी क्लियर नहीं आ रही है. Sir, it should be as per AICTE requirements, AICTE norms. It is although it is very difficult, but we can implement it by making smaller classes, by dividing the bigger classes into small groups. Like we have a strength of 120 students, then there should be 2 groups of 50 students, right? Any other question? Any other question, sir? Then we can go to CT Polytechnic. Thank you, sir. Thank you. CT Polytechnic, London. Good morning, friends. Any question, any query regarding?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Very good morning.
It's Jitendra from City Polytechnic College.
मेरा आवाज नहीं इस बार सेंटर में क्लियर आ रही. Yes.
Sir,
Madam?
hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, मैडम थोड़ा सा दूर होके बोलिए माइक से.
Is it fine, sir?
Right, madam. Yes.
Okay. Sir, you were talking about the communication in the classroom, and
Right.
we were listening to it, and it was very informative message. Sir, would you please tell me how we can generate interest among the students so that they can listen to the teacher more carefully?
To generate interest of the students, when we
Yes,
tell
because even if we are giving a lecture with full interest and enthusiasm, we are teaching, we are using the teaching aids. Even then, some students are not listening to the teachers. What can be done?
madam, it is problem in most of the polytechnics. What we can do, actually, when we relate the what we are teaching to the field, that this is the application. First, we are to tell the students that the application of this particular topic in the field, in his professional life, that this will be the application of this particular topic. He will be using there and there. Then they will be having more interest in learning the thing. That
Okay,
is
sir,
what
because
I have experienced, because majority of our teachers do not have industrial experience, industrial exposure. So we are not able to relate the things with the industry. We give them only bookish knowledge, whatever in the books.
okay, sir, because most of the students are in the class are the passive listeners, not the active ones. Okay, we try to implement the things, and thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Madam, if you give them some industrial exposure or tell the things, or you see that when we invite the any expert from the industry, students listen him, because they are telling them practical things what is happening in the industry. But majority of our teachers, we are delivering only bookish knowledge, what
Yes.
they have in their mobiles, maybe in their computers. So they are not much interested in listening the things.
That means practical based knowledge should be delivered in the classroom rather than the theoretical things.
Right.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Then we can go to KCT college. तो चाय पी रहे हैं. KC Polytechnic, any query? Yes. Any query or any question from KC Polytechnic, KCT Engineering College? चले गए? ये बैठे तो थे मैंने. अच्छा.
Yes, sir.
KCT Engineering College?
Yes, sir.
Any query, any question regarding this classroom communication?
No, thank you, sir. Your communication, you give us some knowledge about these things. That is a very fantastic, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Then Chaudhary Devilal State Institute of Engineering College. ये अच्छा. Yes. Chaudhary Devilal College of Engineering Technology.
Sir, very well explained the classroom communication, and we are totally impressed being as a teacher, being as a faculty of this institution. I want to add two things into it, if you feel comfortable into it. Number one, being as an engineering teacher, we have to go for the latest concepts also during the classroom communication.
Yes.
Latest things have been going on in the current world. Like being an electrical engineer, I have to understand, I have to also dictate the things regarding the latest generation.
Yes.
Capacity of India also.
Yes.
Latest concepts can also be added during the classroom communication.
Okay.
Second thing is, a faculty or a teacher also has to move around during the classroom lecture, and it should be moved to one-to-one communication.
One-to-one.
अगर मौका मिले कोशिश करके कहीं ना कहीं बच्चे के पास जाओ, स्टूडेंट्स के पास जाओ, उसके कंधे में हाथ रखो, उससे पूछो, उससे बात कर लो ड्यूरिंग द लेक्चर. हाँ जी, कंसेप्ट समझ में आया, सिर हिला के उससे पूछो, आगे वो भी सिर हिला के जवाब देगा, हाँ जी सर समझ में आया. So this can also be effective communication, classroom communication better. I think so.
You have
because regularly use the.
It will be then only effective communication when you are asking the students. We are going to the students that whether you are understanding or not. When they are responding, when they are giving feedback, they are understanding the things. That is the right thing.
Responding increase, जो responding part है वो students का increase कर जाता है.
Right.
Though automatically they will increase their knowledge और interest create हो जाएगा उससे.
बिल्कुल ठीक सर. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Anybody from studio, you want to have any query or any question? You are most welcome. Or you want to ask the question during tea time? Because you all, most of the things you are doing in the classroom communication, and there are something more which we can do. So thank you very much